Hello everyone, welcome to Plutus IS. Today we are going to talk about one of the very important topic of your geology, UPSC geology optional people 2. That is the human eye. If you see your physiology topic, so here the one of the topic has been mentioned about the human eye. Okay, and why it is important? Of course, the importance of any topic we generally consider with respect to your PYQs. So if you see in 2025 also the structure of human eye has been asked. Then in your 2022 if you see if you go and see the question paper, then the question is about describe the structure of human eye and mechanism of vision in the human eye in the 15 markers. Yes, so sometimes in your question, in your section A and section B both, the 10 marker question which is compulsory, that is the question number 1 and question number 5. Generally this question has been asked, that structure of human eye. Sometimes it has been asked for the elaborated diagram, and sometimes it has been also asked with the elaborated diagram that you need to draw the with the need of the draw, and you also need to elaborate the what are the different structure of that. Okay, accordingly we are going to talk about that. This PDF is one of that PDF which we generally provide in the classrooms, right? So today I thought to elaborate with this. We are not going to talk about the whole PDF, but the relevant part or the in the short we will try to cover the topic of the human eye. Okay, as we can see the human eye, as we can see, this is the structure of the human eye in the very simple. That's why I have mentioned the both kind of diagram. Okay, suppose that in a very simple diagram you can just mention that here which is mentioned that cornea, that is just the first, the outermost is your cornea, the inner than that is your iris, then this is sclera is kind of a layer, then this is pupil, then this is a lens, of course we know that. Okay, then the ciliary body and muscles which regulate the activities, then the corpuscles, then the vitreous body, then blood vessels, then vesicles, optic nerve and retina. Retina is where the image formation occurs. But if you want to draw a little bit elaborated structure, I know a little bit there is a uh, not very clear diagram, but still I will just try to explain that. So first the uppermost again here, this is a eyelids, that is your eyelids, right? Then your sclera. Sclera is that part which is a white in color we can see in our eyes, that is your sclera. Here you can see this, that is the sclera region, and this is here. Then your iris. Iris is the outer circle, that is your called iris. You know, that's why we see, that's what we see. And under that, when the light actually, when you just focus the light on your eye, so pupil actually moves like that. So iris is the outermost circle and pupil is the innermost circle. Okay. Then this is a cornea. Then this is a lens. Of course, we know the lens where the actually light falls and how it's regulate or like contract or diverge accordingly. That is your lens. That is your chamber. Okay. Then this is type of chamber. Then this is a rectal muscles. This is lateral rectal muscles. This is medial rectal muscles. This is choroid plexus. Yeah, right. Then this is the retina. Okay, so in the retina, if you want to see here, the retina also has a three part. That is a photo sensory layer, photosensory layer. Then this is a bipolar nerve, and third one is a ganglionic layer, ganglionic nerve layer. है ना? This combinedly forms the retina. This combinedly forms the retina. So here we know that this is your blind spot where no image has been formed. This is a vitreous body, this is a ciliary body and muscles, this is again plexus, this is fovea centralis, right? And this is optoretinal blood vessels. So this is something a very well explained diagram where you can mention all of the diagram. Of course, this question has been given the well structured. This only you have to draw when this kind of question generally comes. Generally in your 10 markers, then you have to draw only a very elaborated diagram in which you can show all the structure or the part of the human eye. So this is one of that. I have also explained what is the forming the retina. Okay. Now if we talk about the anatomically. Anatomically, the eyeball is composed of the three primary layers. Okay, primary layers or the tunics that encloses its internal structure. That eyeball is made up of three layers. That is the first one is outer fibrous layer. The first one is outer fibrous layer. That is a protective outer shell of the eye. That what is concluding The outer layer is including the sclera, that white part, and the cornea, right? Sclera, the white of the eyes. It is tough, opaque tissues that maintains the eye shape and provides an attachment point for that extrinsic eye muscles. Like suppose that if we say where your eyelid is attached, that is your one of the muscles. That muscles are attached with that sclera. Sclera is the outermost layer. Do not forget it. Okay. Then we talk about the cornea. Cornea is a transparent dome-shaped front part that covers the iris and the pupil. इसके just outer में sometimes we see ना some kind of diseases where the cornea get ruptured या फिर sometimes the eyes get hurt, right, because of some mechanical injury. So cornea, sometimes the cornea get a little scratched. So in that your innermost circle, like dark black one, it's your iris. Sorry, it's your pupil, and the outermost is your iris. So both of this is covering by external, very thin layer. Externally, right? Mechanically, you can say that is called the cornea. Okay, sometimes the cornea gets scratched also or this, but it has a healing property, of course. So sclera, that white one, and outermost, like if you want to see, iske upar, like this, here, that is your cornea. Okay. Okay. Next, the middle or the vascular, that is called uvea. This layer is rich in the blood vessels and the pigments. यहाँ पे हम लोग ने क्या कवर कर लिया? देखो कॉर्निया, देखो the outermost layer is a cornea. Even you're including this is a pupil and your iris. Iris के भी सबसे ऊपर आपकी कौन सी layer है? That is called the cornea. Got it? Now middle layer, this mainly consists of the three things, that is choroid, ciliary bodies and the iris. Choroid क्या होता है? A thin dark brown membrane between the sclera and the retina. ठीक है? Choroid we can see of course here. This is one is choroid. Okay, so where it is a thin dark brown membrane. As we can see, this is a thin dark brown membrane between the sclera, that this was white wala part, this between the sclera and the retina. ये outermost आपका क्या है? We can see here, this white one is your sclera and this one is your retina. So retina and sclera के middle में there is a layer that is called your choroid. Okay, what is the significance of that? Its pigment absorbs excess light to prevent the internal reflection, and its blood vessels nourishes the retina. It has its own significance. Okay. Then the ciliary body, of course, we know that this is a ring-like structure that contains the ciliary muscles. These muscles control the shape of the lens for the focusing, accommodation, and all. It also produces the aqueous humor. Ciliary body does not only involve in the movement of your iris, but also produces a little amount like the aqueous humor. Then we talk about the iris. Of course, we know about the iris. Iris is a colored part of the eye. This is your one-liner question. You know, generally, neat and such kind of question such kind of question. What is the colored part of your eye? So iris is actually a colored part of the eye. It contains two set of the smooth muscles. It contains two set of the smooth muscles that regulate the size of the pupil, the central opening, thereby controlling the amount of light entering into the eyes. Okay? So iris ka we got it, that is the outermost part, that is your colored part, है ना? And that contains two set of smooth muscles that regulate the size of the pupil. Okay? And that is the central opening, thereby controlling the amount of light entering into the eye. Okay? Then we talk about the inner nervous layer. What is the inner nervous layer? So that's how you write the structure. You know, it's not like you have just mentioned that the structure of the eye. Start writing randomly. Divide the structure. Divide your answer in a very simple or specified way, so that when the examiner checks your copy, you know, so he or she get to know that you have the very good understanding of the topic or the concept, so that you just divided the concept in a very easy way. You know. Of course, the inner layer is your retina. Retina is a light sensitive screen of the eye, of course. So if we talk like that, so this is your retina. Sorry, this is your retina here. So when the light comes here, according to the lenses, it focuses or diverges, and here the light converges and the retina forms the image. Accordingly, when we talk about the myopic or the metropic situation, that your nearsightedness and farsightedness, that is one of the angle when we talk about, right? So nearsightedness, that means your myopia. And what happens? The light contracts just before that retina. So you can see the close object. That is your nearsightedness. That is your myopia. Near, that means past sightedness you can see. So because of that, image is forming just before the retina. So but because of what will be the problem, you cannot see the far objects, that is your myopia, है ना. We are not going to talk about abhi the lenses and all, of course, whenever you're going to talk about. And then, okay, so when we talk about the problem with respect to your spectacles or the glasses using, this is because according to the retina, sometimes like suppose that if I can see, of course there are other problems also, that's a curvy lens and that other thing, but here we talk about just image formation, right? So this is your myopia, and when we talk about that metropia or hypermetropia, that means here the retina, like your image is forming beyond the retina. That means you can see beyond a far sightedness. Far you can sight. So you can see the far objects but cannot see the nearby objects. So that's the major two types of problem in your eye, that is called myopia and metropia, because of the formation of the images at retina. If it is forming like before the retina, then it is also the problem and called the nearsightedness or myopia. And when it is forming beyond the retina, that is called the farsightedness or the metropia. Okay, so retina has its own significance. So light sensitive screen of the eye. This consists the photoreceptors, macula densa and fovea. Macula and fovea, and third one is optic disc. Photoreceptors contains, of course, we must have heard about the rods and cones, where they are consisting. They are consisting at the rods in the retina. So rods contains rods for the dim light or motion, cones for the color. How we remember C for cone and C for color. So your rods is actually the light sensitive, while your cones are your color sensitive, right? Then macula and fovea, the central area of the retina. The fovea is a small pit containing only cones, providing the sharpest vision. Okay, of course, as you will cover the mechanism of the vision in the human eye, then you are going to cover all of these things. Then we talk about that optic disc. In that optic disc, the region where the optic nerve exists in the eye, it lacks the photoreceptor. If you want to see in the diagram, can we see here? Yes, we can see here. This is your optic disc. This is your optic nerve. Relax the blood vessel. What it is saying? The region where the optic nerve exists in the eye, it lacks the photoreceptors. That means what it is lacking? It is lacking the rods. So here this is lacking the rods. There is a region also called that blind spot, where the no images will be formed. Okay, so that's how you divide that into external, middle, and the internal structure. Then internal components of the fluid, that is lens, aqueous humor, vitreous humor, and optic nerve. Okay, lenses क्या होते हैं? That is a transparent, biconvex, flexible structure. Okay, lenses that changes shapes to the focus light on the retina. So actually, what is the lens? Your eye is actually working similar as the cameras. So cameras have, when we use the cameras, so we fix different level of like lens ka, suppose that if most of you students, if you have went ever to the eye checking, it's not necessarily that you guys are using a specs or not. That is not the condition. But of course, eye checkup is one of that regular kind of checkup, right? So when he uses that eye checkup, when he uses a different types of lenses, if there will be the problem, that means lenses are focusing. Suppose that if I want to elaborate in this scenario, just wait a minute again. This is lens. Accordingly, suppose that if your image is forming before the retina, so which kind of lens you are using? So this is a little bit again concept. Your two types of lenses, convex and concave, right? Convex lenses is like this, which actually converts the light, right? And concave lenses are this, right? Which actually diverts the light, right? This kind of lenses generally we see. So what happens? Suppose that here the person can see the near object but cannot see because it is forming the before the retina. So that means you have to use such kind of lens so that it will little diverge. Suppose that normally आपके eye lens है myopic condition में, so यहाँ पे light is falling down and it is forming the before the retina. So you use certain kind of lens which it will diverge. So now you are using. So now which kind of lens you are using? A little bit concave lenses. है ना. So as when the light falls, that is the specs, है ना. That's how you fit the lenses on your front of your eye lens. ठीक है. So now what it is doing, it is little diverging the light. Now earlier when the light directly falls at this point, now it is light is falling on this point. And as we can see now, earlier if without lens, suppose that light is falling at this point. Now light is falling at this point. So when this point, when the image was forming like this, now like when the light a little bit diverged because of that concave lenses, now light is forming at this point. That's how you see that's how you can see the exact distance of the object. That's how the lens works. Suppose that in that different scenario, if we talk about, now the person can see the object far sightedness, right? That means image is already forming the beyond the retina. So which kind of lenses you need to use? Now you need to use the, because abhi kya hai, the light is so much diverged already, so it is forming the image like beyond the retina. So you have to use certain kind of lenses which actually converge the light rays, right? So now if you're using that convex lenses, now what it is doing, it is a little bit converging the light rays, and now the image is forming just after the convergence, the light rays become contracted and image is forming at exact the retina. That's how the lenses has been used, right? So this is something we know. So that is the function of the lens. You know, lens we generally use in the specs, that is helping in the convergence and the divergence. But ultimately your light rays is falling the lens of the eye. Okay, next. Aqueous humor, that is a clear watery fluid in the anterior chamber between the cornea and the lens. Between the C, don't worry. The C is there between the cornea and the lens. Iske beach mein, that's a fluid that is maintaining the that actually provides the nutrition or the fluid to the cornea and the lens both. Okay, so that is a watery or the fluid watery clear and the watery fluid in the anterior chamber between the cornea and the lens, that provides the nutrients and maintains the pressure, right? That is maintaining the pressure, because if it will become dry, of course that will not help in maintaining the shape of it. Okay. Next, vitreous humor. We know that a thick jelly-like substance in the posterior chamber. This is your all vitreous humor. This all is your vitreous. It is vitreous body. So this is all your vitreous humor. Okay. And the posterior one, that even the fluid has been divided. I have divided into the different chamber. That's the anterior chamber and the posterior chamber. Anterior chamber mein aqueous humor and posterior chamber mein vitreous humor, right? So a jelly-like substance in the posterior chamber, that is the main body of the eye, that keeps the retina pressed. That keeps the retina. Retina is your this wala part. Remember always, right? Retina, the press against the choroid and the maintains the eyeball shape. वो क्या करती है? That is your fluid. Fluid also create the pressure, right? So fluid क्या करता है? वो retina की shape को, that's a circle structure or the oval structure of the eyes को maintain करता है. If the vitreous chamber will be dried up, so retina will have chances. So retina comes like front or the back, because it is not maintaining. There is no one inside, because the fluid is maintaining that structure of the retina and the distance between the lenses, iris and everything, and between the retina. That is the thing. Okay, next. Optic nerve, of course, we know that we'll cover it, elaborated form when we talk about the mechanism of the human eye. What is optic nerve? A bundle of over 1 million nerve fiber that carries visual impulses from the retina to the brain's visual cortex. Because when we talk about the vision of the eye, mechanism of the vision in the human eye, that your eye does not only involve in that proper mechanism, so many things are happening, your signals is going to the brain, optic lobe, then optic lobe is giving the signal, how you're perceiving the color, how you're changing, how you're seeing the shape and the structure of everything. That's how, that's in that proper purpose, the optic nerve actually helps. Okay. Next, the accessory structure, that is the conjunctiva, extraocular muscles and the lacrimal apparatus. Of course, we know about the lacrimal, that is here. Where the tear gland is there. Okay, so first of all, conjunctiva, it is a thin, transparent membrane that lines the eyelids, that covers the sclera, keeping the eye moist. So we must have heard that conjunctivitis, so that means the inflammation in that kind of in that area, conjunctiva, उसी से आपको क्या disease बनती है? Because of that infection of so many antimicrobial infection, that is called the conjunctivitis, conjunctivitis. Then extraocular muscles. There are 6 muscles, recti, obliques, that allows the eye to move in a different direction. And of course, eye can move in that eyeballs or socket. So that is a kind of movement. इसमें आपकी मदद help करती है. Extraocular muscles, then lacrimal apparatus, that is includes the lacrimal glands which produce tears to lubricate, protect the eye from that infection. Where is this located? This is your lacrimal gland. This area. देखो लिखा हुआ है. ठीक है. This is your complete structure of eye. इसको short में I have tried, है ना? I have explained everything, like cornea is outer window of the eye which transmit the sharpest light into eye. I have explained then every single part in that detail. Here just suppose that depending on the number of question. If the question is simply about the structure of the eye, है ना, and it wants the detailed information, then you can after the structure of this eye, you know, so you can elaborate about the cornea, then sclera, that is your white form, then pupil forms the hole in the middle of the color, then iris which control the size of the pupil, then lens provides the main method of focusing external image onto the retina. It is a clear and flexible disc whose shape can be adjusted along focus tone. This mechanism is known as a accommodation, is achieving using ciliary muscle surrounding the lens. Your ciliary body, then retina. Retina, of course, we have already talked about, is like the film or the image sensor in the camera. It captures the light through the eye to form the actual image, right? Contains the millions of the light sensitive cells. So we have already divided the retina into 3, है ना? That photosensory, then bipolar, and then then the ganglionic nerve, right? So at the center of the retina is a pitted region known as the fovea. The fovea contains only cones. These all things will come into discussion when we talk about that mechanism of human eye vision. Mechanism of vision in the human. Okay. Which are the photoreceptor sensitive to the bright color light. The density of the cones are very high. This kind of thing. The retina is the most important part of that because it detects the photons, convert them to electrical signal, and eventually form the image of the what human can see. It consists of the many layers of the cells, going from right to left. Then we have already talked about the rods and the cones, right? Then the horizontal cell, its name HC connects the neighboring receptor when one receptor is activated by HC. Then the bipolar, amacrine cell, ganglionic cell. So this is sometimes here, that's what I'm saying, This PDF is actually covering the detailed information of every structure or part, everything, which is almost difficult to elaborate every point in that video. So how you will write the structure, this video is just about that, when the such kind of question will come, right? Then again the retina is responsible for transmitting light. फिर ये आपका क्या लिखा? Full process भी हमने. It is not the process of complete human vision, right? It is just the process of the retina, okay? Then macula is a small area near the center of the retina responsible for the high definition vision because it contains a fovea in the middle. It is a 5 mm disc and 2 mm micron thick on the retina. Then fovea is a very small dent in the middle of the macula area. We have covered the fovea and the macula simultaneously. Here we have elaborated the different that what is fovea and what is macula. It contains a densely packed color photoreceptor cells. Color photoreceptor cells is your C for cones and C for colors, right? It is responsible for able to see in the high definition of color objects in your optic nerve, around millions of your optic nerve which carry the signals, right? Then your vitreous body is liquid body, right? That maintains the, we have divided the fluid into 2 chambers, that is aqueous, that your anterior part, and the posterior part is the vitreous that maintains even distance of the retina and the between that eye, the posterior one, right? Of course. Now here we are going to talk about that how light is turned into the electrical signal when there is a light, when there is a no light, and something like that. This thing we are going to talk about in the next video. This video is mainly about the structure of the human eye. I think this content. Just a minute. This diagram and content is good enough, okay, for that elaboration of the part or the structure of the human eye with the detailed diagram also. Thank you for this. Next video, in the next video we are going to talk about that, if you guys want, of course, any other topic of mechanism of vision in the human eye. Until then, thank you so much.